Hi, everybody. This is Nanette coming to you from the Life Enrichment office here at Touchmark on Saddle Drive. And we are gathering today, I hope, to do Touchmark Tuesday Trivia. We also replay Touchmark Tuesday Trivia on Thursday at 4 o'clock whenever I remember to turn it on Thursdays at 4 o'clock. So hopefully it'll be this Thursday at 4 o'clock if you happen to miss today, which if you're here right now, you're not going to miss it today. So Touchmark Tuesday Trivia, pretty basic. We have some rules that aren't really strict rules. But the first thing is, if you would like to follow along with us, we do have some official answer sheets that look like this. They're available down by the front desk in the mailbox area. This just kind of differentiates, gets everything into rounds of 4. Makes it a little easier for you to keep track of. But you could certainly do this on just a blank piece of paper. Take a lined piece of paper, draw it into 4 quadrants. Easy enough there. That makes it so that you can keep track of how many you get right on each round. There is also no prize for getting everyone right, or for no penalty for missing every question. I want you to have fun. You'll hear a question, you'll know that you know that answer, and sometimes you just don't get it written down. It's fine. I'm not giving grades. I'm not the teacher. This is just to have fun. So definitely participate. I love when you write these down and turn them into me either at my mailbox at the front desk or leave them in my office so that, number one, I can give you a prize. I'm willing to be flexible on prizes. I've given out mostly candy, but I've also been known to give out cans of beer and soda and that sort of thing. So if you would like a little prize, I'm just going to give you something like that. If you don't want it, you can share it with a friend. Leave it on somebody else's door. We'll play Secret Santa in August. Sounds good. So we also do 4 rounds of 10 questions around. So we do 40 questions total. I will read all the questions through once, and then I'll go back, read the questions again, and give you the answer so that you can self-correct on your piece of paper. So with that, let's begin with round 1. So question number 1. Oh, it's an easy one. I like to start you off and get you feeling confident. So question number 1. In what room of a home would you find a colander? I hope you know what that is. So question number 1, in what room of a home, of your home, of a home, would you usually use or find a colander? That's question 1. All right, question number 2. This one's a little harder. I missed it and I thought I'd get it right. Question number 2. What state capital comes first alphabetically? Question number 2. What state capital comes first alphabetically? All right. Question number 3. What name is given to the noise an airplane makes when it breaks the sound barrier? What do we call that? So what name is given to the noise that an airplane makes when it breaks the sound barrier? All right, we're on question number 4. What is the 3rd book of the Old Testament of the Bible? Book number 3. But this is question 4. But what's the 3rd book in the Old Testament? So you know it's not... Anyway, I'm not going to give you the first 2 because you might guess wrong. All right, that's number 4. Question number 5. Who was the most famous escape artist ever? Question number 5. Who was the most famous escape artist ever? All right. Question number 6. What element's chemical symbol is U? Like the letter U. It's pretty logical. But number 6, the question is, what element's chemical symbol is the letter U? Is U. All right. Question number 7. What do bees eat in the winter months? Question number 7. What do bees eat in the winter months? All right. Question number 8. What TV show first made Annette Funicello famous? Do you remember Annette? I am a Nanette, so of course I knew Annette. So what TV show first made Annette Funicello famous? I hope you know who she is, or you're not going to get it. All right, that was question number 8. Question number 9. Which 3 of Santa Claus's reindeer have names that start with the letter D? So question number 9. Which 3 of Santa's reindeer have names that start with the letter D? Write those 3 names down. And then we'll go to question number 10, last question of the round here. Question 10. Which section of a symphony orchestra is the bassoon a part of? I hope you know what the bassoon is. Otherwise guess. All right, so question number 10. Which section of a symphony orchestra is the bassoon a part of? That was question 10. All right, take a chance, write any extra. If you thought of the answer while you were thinking of other answers, you can write it down now. But let's go back and correct. So question number 1, I thought it was an easy one. In what room of a home would you usually use a colander? Well, ladies, we all know that a colander is found in the kitchen. So kitchen is the right answer. A colander is a strainer, like to get the water out of spaghetti. So colanders are found typically in kitchens. Men, you can't argue, I use it in my shop. No, colanders are found in the kitchen. All right, number 2. What state capital comes first alphabetically? I thought I had it right. I said Albuquerque. Wrong. Albuquerque is not right. And then I gave that question to Bailey when she came in, and she said, Anchorage. Wrong. It's not Albuquerque. It's not Anchorage. It's Albany, New York. We're not Easterners here. But anyway, the answer to that is Albany, New York. All right, so question number 3. What name is given to the noise an airplane makes when it breaks the sound barrier? You don't hear that very often anymore, but they're called sonic booms. A sonic boom is when a plane breaks the sound barrier. All right, question number 4. What is the 3rd book of the Old Testament? Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus. Leviticus is the answer. That's the 3rd book of the Old Testament, Leviticus. So number 5. Who was the most famous escape artist ever? Harry Houdini. Oh, and I don't take points off for spelling, so I don't care how you spell anything. If you know that you wrote Harry Houdini and you spelled it Hoodny or something, you knew you were doing Harry Houdini. So Harry Houdini is the answer. No points off if you spell it right or wrong. All right, question number 6. What element's chemical symbol is U, the letter U? Uranium. I said it was logical. Uranium. All right, question number 7. What do bees eat in the winter? Well, we're used to seeing those beehives go south every year. Bees eat honey in the winter. That's what they're doing in the hive. They're preparing for winter. So bees eat honey all winter. That's the answer. All right, number 8. What TV show first made Annette Funicello famous? The Mickey Mouse Club. Yeah, she used to sing with the Mickey Mouse, with Bobby, who went on to Lawrence Welk fame, the dancer Bobby. Anyway, Annette and Bobby, the Mickey Mouse Club show. All right, the Mickey Mouse Club is the name of the show. All right, question number 9. Which 3 of Santa Claus's reindeer have names that start with the letter D? We're going to name them Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen. So it's Dasher, Dancer, and Donner are the 3 reindeer that start with D. All right, question number 10. Which section of a symphony orchestra is the bassoon a part of? And the bassoon is part of the woodwind section of an orchestra. So the woodwinds is where you would find the bassoon. All right, that was our first 10 questions. Count them up, see how many you got right or wrong. Remember, you don't get any extra points for a 10. You don't lose any points if you get 0. We shoot for about 50%. So if you can get 20 or more out of the 40 questions, you're doing really, really good. 30 is excellent, but 20 is what we shoot for. Less than 20, and I had a hard question week. That's all right. All right, round 2. Here we go. All right, question number 1. What car company makes models that are called the Accord and the Civic? So what car company would that be that makes the Accord and the Civic? Write down that company. All right, question number 2. What is a player who bats for another player who's coming out of the baseball game called? What do we call that player? So what is the player who bats for another player who's coming out of the baseball game? What do we call that player that's up to bat? All right, question number 3. What Tennessee city is home to Vanderbilt University? You've heard of Vanderbilt. It's a very famous Southern university, Vanderbilt. So where would I find Vanderbilt University? What city in Tennessee? I told you it's in Tennessee. That's a clue. All right. There's lots of cities in Tennessee, though. All right. Question number 4. What is the term for that separate piece of a table that can be inserted to make the table longer? What do we call that piece? That's my question. So number 4, what is the term for that separate piece of a table that can be inserted to make the table longer? What do we call that extra piece of table? I have like 4 of them. I get a long table. All right, question number 5. It's kind of a math, but question 5, how many gallons do 8 quarts equal? How many gallons do 8 quarts equal? That's question number 5. All right, question number 6. How many stitches does a stitch in time save according to the old saying? So how many stitches does a stitch in time save according to the old saying? A stitch in time saves. Okay, you're going to get that one. All right, number 7. We're on question number 7. How many days does it rain in the biblical story of Noah and the ark? It rains long enough to flood the world. Anyway, number 7. How many days does it rain in the biblical story of Noah and the ark? All right, now we're on to question number 8. It's a little harder than that one. Question number 8. What kind of nuts are ground up to make marzipan? Marzipan. It's what they make, like the little figurines on top of cakes and all of that. So, question number 8. What kind of nuts are ground up to make marzipan? All right. Question number 9. What does a plumber call that long, flexible metal cable that they use to unclog drains? What is that called? So what does a plumber call that long, flexible metal cable that's used to unclog drains? It has a name. And we're on question number 10, end of round 2. Question 10. This is kind of a hard one. How many axles does an 18-wheeler have? So that's just your typical truck-trailer combination. How many axles does a typical 18-wheeler have? Think carefully. How many axles? does an 18-wheeler have? All right, that's question number 10. Time to go over the answers now. So question number 1, I ask you, what car company makes models called the Accord and the Civic? Honda, a Honda Accord, a Honda Civic, a Honda Pathfinder. I can't remember all the Hondas, I'm sorry. So anyway, the answer to number 1 is Honda. Those are Hondas. Number 2, what is a player who bats for another coming out of a baseball game called? That person is called the pinch hitter. You're going to go pinch hit for somebody that's coming out of the game. So pinch hitter is number 2. Number 3, what Tennessee city is home to Vanderbilt University? Vanderbilt is located in Nashville, Tennessee. I didn't go to Vanderbilt, but I've been to Vanderbilt University because I lived in Nashville for a little bit. I was not a country music star. That's so funny to even think about. Anyway, Vanderbilt University is in Nashville. All right, question number 4. What is the term for a separate piece of a table that can be inserted to make the table longer? It's not called the piece of the table. It's called a leaf. Go get a table leaf. Go get the leaf to put in the table. So the leaf is the answer to number 4. Number 5, how many gallons do 8 quarts make? There are 4 quarts in a gallon. So 2 gallons is the answer. 4 quarts in a gallon. I said, how many do 8 quarts equal? 2 gallons. All right, question number 6. How many stitches does a stitch in time save, according to the old saying? The old saying is a stitch in time saves 9. It's a rhyme. You couldn't have missed it. So 9 is the answer to number 6. 9. All right, question number 7. How many days does it rain in the biblical story of Noah and the ark? It rains for 40 days and 40 nights. So 40 is the answer to number 7. I had lots of number answers right there in a row. All right, question number 8. What kind of nuts are ground up to make marzipan? Marzipan is made out of almonds. So almonds are the kind of nuts that are used in marzipan. It's very traditional. Marzipan's been around a long time. So anyway, number 9, we're on to that. What does a plumber call the long, flexible metal cable that's used to unclog drains? That is called a plumber's snake. So a snake is the answer to that one, snake. And question number 10, last one of this round. How many axles does an 18-wheeler truck have? That truck-trailer combination, an 18-wheeler is what they call it. How many axles? Now, this is kind of a trick question because the truck part has the 2 wheels on the front and there's 1 axle between them. So there's 1. And then those trucks usually have 2 axles on the back of them. And on those 2 axles, there'll be 2, 4, 6, 8 wheels on the back. So 2 axles with 8 wheels. And then the tractor trailer, the trailer part, usually has 1 axle with 2 wheels on either side, so 4. So those 4, 8, 12. Well, let me count them up here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14. I'm missing 2 wheels somewhere. Oh, on the trailer, they have 2 axles there. So there's 5 axles total. 2 on the trailer and 3 up on the truck. 2 on the trailer, 3 on the truck. 5 total is the answer to question number 10. All right, with that hard one, let's go on to round 3. All right, round 3, question number 1. Oh, this is an easy one. Question 1. What did the little dog do when the cow jumped over the moon? You better say the whole rhyme. What did the little dog do when the cow jumped over the moon? That's question number 1. All right, question number 2. What North American volcano erupted on May 18th, 1980? So question number 2. What North American volcano erupted on May 18th, 1980? That's question number 2. All right, question number 3. What did my true love give to me on the 8th day of Christmas? That's question number 3. What did my true love give to me on the 8th day of Christmas? All right. That's question 3. Question number 4 of round 3. Question 4. What country's largest island is Baffin Island? So, question number 4, I'm sorry. What country's largest island is Baffin Island? B-A-F-F-I-N, Baffin Island. All right. Question number 5. What is the name of the General's secretary in the Beetle Bailey comic strip? And she's also like Beetle Bailey's girlfriend. So, question number 5, what is the name of the General Secretary in the Beetle Bailey comic strip? She has a name. What is her name? All right, that's question number 5. Question number 6. What kinds of items would you typically keep in a chiffonier? Okay, so then there's a couple of pronunciations. Chiffonier is a one pronunciation, but a chiffonier is the more American pronunciation. What do you find, or what would you store, what would you put in a chiffonier? Chiffonier, if you will. Chiffonnier, if you're French. I'm not. What would you find in that? All right. Question number 7. What car manufacturer builds a model 911, a 928, and a 944? Ooh, those numbers are pretty iconic for a certain car maker. So, what car maker makes models that are, you have a 911, a 928, and a 944? All right, question number 8. What shade of blue is named for a wild duck? So question number 8. What shade of blue is named for a wild duck? All right, question number 9. What TV show had characters named Miss Ellie, JR, Sue Ellen, Bobby, and Pam? I hope you watched this back in the 80s is what this TV show was. So what TV show had characters that were named Miss Ellie, JR, Bobby, Sue Ellen, and Pam? Somebody shot JR. That's a clue. All right, question number 10. We're on the last one here. What is the roped-in area where boxers fight it out called? What is that place where boxers fight? What is that called? So that's question 10. What is the roped-in area where boxers fight it out called? That's an easy one. All right, let's go back over the answers. Question number 1. What did the little dog do when the cow jumped over the moon? Oh, hey diddle diddle, cat in the fiddle, the cow jumped over the moon. The little dog laughed to see such sport, and the dish ran away with the spoon. So the dog laughed is the answer to number 1. Number 2, what North American volcano erupted on May 18th, 1980? Very famous. You were probably all here. Well, maybe not in Helena, but it was Mount St. Helens erupted on May 18th, 1980. I remember I was in 5th grade. It was pretty fun. All right, question number 3. What did my true love give to me on the 8th day of Christmas? My true love has never given me this on the 8th day of Christmas. 8 maids a milkin'. 8 maids a milkin'. That's what you get in the carol. All right, question number 4. What country's largest island is Baffin Island? That country would be Canada, up in Hudson Bay area, up in there somewhere. Baffin Island is the largest island of Canada. So Canada is the answer to number 4. Number 5, what is the name of the general secretary in the Beetle Bailey comic strip? Well, if you read the newspaper, it's in our newspaper. That lady's name is Miss Buxley. Miss Buxley is Beetle Bailey's girlfriend and the general secretary. So Miss Buxley. All right, number 6. What kind of items would you typically keep in a chiffonier or a chiffonnier? We're not French. Anyway, that's like a large dresser, and you would keep clothing in it traditionally or typically. Yes, you can keep other stuff in it. I know that, but typically, traditionally, clothing goes in a chiffonier. All right, or chiffonnier. Number 7, what car manufacturer builds a Model 911, a 928, and a 944? Porsche. A Porsche 911 or Porsche, however you want to say it. I'm going to say Porsche. That is the company that makes the 911, the 928, and the 944. All right, question number 8. What shade of blue is named for a wild duck? It's a shade of blue-green, actually, and it's teal, T-E-A-L. Teal is named for a wild duck. All right, question number 9. What TV show, and I told you it was from the 1980s, had characters named Miss Ellie, JR, Bobby, Sue Ellen, and Pam? I hope you get it. It was Dallas. That was the name of the TV show, Dallas. All right, and then question number 10. What is the roped-in area where boxers fight it out called? It is called the ring, the boxing ring. So the ring is the answer to number 10. And we are done with round 3. On to round 4, our final round today. And let's start with question number 1. Take a little breath. We got this. All right, question number 1. How many states does Vermont border? And then name them, just abbreviations. How many states does Vermont border? And then name those states. All right. Question number 2. What 2 political parties first competed for the presidency in 1856? So that's question number 2. What 2 political parties first competed for the presidency in 1856? All right, question number 3. What does the flag wave over in all 3 verses of the Star-Spangled Banner? So that's question number 3. What does the flag wave over in all 3 verses of the Star-Spangled Banner? Oh, let's see. I think, oh, say does a Star-Spangled Banner yet wave? That was question 3. Question 4. In the game of Chinese checkers, I hope you all know what that game is a marble ever removed from the game board? It's a yes or no question, so you get a guess, yes or no. So question number 4. In the game of Chinese checkers, is a marble ever removed from the game board? That's number 4. Okay, question number 5. What Asian island country was named for King Philip II of Spain? I don't know which, Philip II, I always know that, but I don't know much about King Philip II. All right, so that was question number 5. What Asian country was named for King Philip II of Spain? All right, question number 6. On what part of the body would a person wear a cummerbund? I'm putting a B in there, and it actually doesn't have a B, but cummerbund, if you want to say it that way, but cummerbund. Where on your body would you wear a cummerbund? That's question 6. All right, question number 7. What is the term used for someone who breaks into a private computer system by subverting their security measures? What do we call that person? He's a special kind of criminal. So question number 7, what is the term used for someone who breaks into a private computer system by subverting their security measures? All right, question number 8. In what sport would you see someone performing a triple sow cow? If you don't know, you don't know. All right, question number 8. In what sport would you see someone performing a triple sow cow? All right. Question number 9. What nationality was Vitus Bering, for whom the Bering Sea was named? So the Bering Sea up there by Alaska, the Bering Strait, all of that. Vitus Bering. Where was he from? What was his nationality? So that's question 9. What nationality was Vitus Bering, for whom the Bering Sea and the Bering Strait were named? All right, question number 10, final question of today. What biblical mountain was Moses standing on when he received the 10 commandments? I actually think I've asked you this question before, so you should get it right. Number 10, what biblical mountain was Moses standing on when he received the 10 commandments? That's number 10. I do have like a bonus question. Oh, maybe I took it off my list here. That's right. So we're just going to go with those top 40. Top 40. The bonus question would be, let's see, we have our scavenger hunt going on right now. So the bonus question would be, let me think here of something. One of the things that's on our scavenger hunt. In what city was Carrie Gassett from the front desk born? You might have to ask her to get the answer. So that's the bonus question. Oh, no, I'll give it to you because I'll give you the answer. So that's the bonus question. In what city was Carrie Gassett down at the front desk born? I hope you ask her because then you'll know the answer. I'm going to give you the answer. Carrie at the front desk was born in Libby, Montana. She was born in Libby. Does that make you a Libyite? I don't know. A Libyer? I don't know. She was born in Libby. Carrie was born in Libby. So that is the end of our Touchmark trivia today. I hope you've written some answers down. I hope you turn them into me. But most of all, I just hope that you had a fun time answering questions and maybe picking up a little trivial knowledge. And have a great day, and I will record again next week. Happy week.